Hey guys, welcome to the Purple Guinea Art Studio. Nothing is wrong with your color. We are painting with a red light today. My name is Sherry and I am your art encourager. No professional training here, no hairstylist either. We're wild today and we're going, what's a good word for it? We're going rogue. This was a friend of mine, a very, very artsy friend, sent me this idea that she had seen on TikTok, and it was the red light challenge. And the challenge is to paint with a red light. Well, it just so happens that Walmart has red light bulbs. So as soon as I went to town, I picked up some of those, and guys, I am so excited. You can't determine what a color is under a red light. So it's going to be a lot of fun to paint this quick piece. Then we'll flip the lights on and we'll see what color we really have. Okay, let's get started. Okay, ooh. Okay, I'm going to try to get this where it's not a glare. Let me see. Okay. We'll just focus right on the canvas. How about that, guys? Okay, so the colors that I have, I mean, you can't tell. See, you can't tell what the color is. You can tell it's a dark or a light, but you can't tell. So I want to paint this water. This is some fish that I sketched off, and after I sketched it, I went over it in black magic marker because I felt like I couldn't see what I was dealing with if I didn't. So I'm putting a little bit of that on the palette, whatever color this is. I'm going to put a little bit of this on there. I want to, this would be so much fun with paint left on your palette if you could kind of swap it up with one another, and that would be a lot of fun. I was almost using the wrong end of the brush. Woo, wee. Okay, so I'm using whatever this is and a little bit of whatever this is. And I have the names of the colors taped off, and I mixed them all up. So, let's see. Let me just get a little of this going. And right now, that looks kind of like a weird kind of gray. Not quite sure what that is. I hope I have some yellow in here somewhere because it would be so pretty up against this fish. But I can't tell if I do or if I don't. But I hope I do. We'll know when it's over. Well, I thought that was probably yellow, but it turns out it looks like the same thing that I started with. I also got some Q-tips out, and I'm just going around the edges of these fish. I have Q-tips out, and I also have a little sponge that's round, and I have some bubble wrap because I thought that would be fun. I wonder what color this is. Let's get that going in there. I thought that bubble wrap would be fun to do. I wanted it to look kind of under, you know, in the sun, maybe, you know, kind of a little, I won't say beachy because I think these are freshwater fish, but I wanted it to look kind of, I don't know, summery is a good thing. Yeah, well, I want it to look kind of summery. Okay, well, I hope this works out. We will see. We will see. And I'm just going all over this canvas. Guys, it's going to be fun. Okay, I'm using an angled brush, and I love this brush. It's a master's touch. It's a professional brush, and it's a stiffer brush. And it really works well doing what I'm doing. These fish have a fish hook in their mouth. And using this magic marker, it's not covering. I can still see. And I feel paint splattering on me, so I know I'm covering well. Oh, there's a little bit at the bottom I need to get. I have some paint you know, that was left on the palette from one of my art students, and but I was afraid that I might kind of know what colors those were, and that's why I didn't use that. Oh, there's the inside. I've got to remember to get that inside. That's showing right there. Did I get everything? Let's see. Okay, now I'm just kind of being a little wacky crazy here. Now I'm gonna wipe this brush off. Oh my goodness, that looks just pure gray. Hoping it's not pure gray. But if it is, it'll still be okay. Now I've got some little bubble wrap. And I'm going to just go over and give this a little texture. This isn't supposed to look like water because, you know, it's obvious these fish have already made it out of the water, but I just wanted to add a little texture to this background. So that's why I'm just kind of using this bubble wrap. I can't really tell a lot about these brush strokes. It's so interesting. And oh my goodness, I know one thing for certain is I cannot look into this red light. It's like when I get my eyes examined. Ooh, mercy. Okay. Well, right now that looks like, if I had to guess a color, oh, it looks like a dark putrid, not even a pretty green, a putrid, and I even like saying that word, putrid green. Okay, so I am going to grab my filbert, rinsing it, and I can't see the number on it I can't see the number in this light. Okay, so I'm going to start painting these fish. Let's see, what color? I don't know what color this is. Can you tell what color that is? And let's see. This color, it just looks light and dark. This color, it must be a good color because, ooh, I can tell that I've used it a lot. Okay. So let's get a little, I need a darker looking color. Oh, mercy. You talk about using way too much paint. I'm going to have paint left on this palette. Okay, now that, I can't tell if that's a gray or a blue. I do see that I don't have my easel like I like it. Okay. You know, fish are not solid colors. I at first thought I wanted to do an armadillo. Don't ask me why. I thought, I'll do an armadillo. And a dear friend, one of my most precious friends, she said, you know, why don't you do something like fish? I thought, oh my goodness, that's a wonderful idea. So fish it is. Okay, I'm just doing this little fishtail. Y'all, when I was little, my daddy, when he would go fishing, and he didn't do, I can't remember him doing any freshwater fishing, except when we were in Florida, but and he caught a large bass, which I'd love to find that photo. But anyway, Daddy, when he would go fishing with my uncles, he would bring home the fish, of course, and they'd fry them whole, and Daddy one time was trying to get me to eat a fish tail. And I did, and Daddy was so happy that I ate that crunchy fish tail. So from then on, I ate fish tail, and I didn't even like it, but I did it because my sweet daddy thought it was funny. Okay, you know, we'll do anything to please that daddy. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure how that's doing, but it's interesting. I'm going to keep after it. And I'm doing, I'm going around this fish. I've kind of lost my my marker on some of this, but that's okay because I kind of know what a fish, I kind of know what a fish looks like. I'm going to put his little lip in right there. Can't remember what color fish eye is. I know it's dark in the middle. I'll go ahead and put that dot right there. I'll go ahead and put the dots in my fish's eyes. And usually I wait until last to do that. Okay, so I've got one fish done, but there's a lot of vacancies there. So I want to come in and do some fish scales. So I'm just with this filbert while this paint's still wet. I'm just going to do a little fish scale looking something or other. And I've already lost his fin right there. I have to make him another one. But the other one's probably there. It's just I can't see it in this light because this red light this red light's doing a number on my eyes. Okay, let me see. Okay, that's going to be his little fin. Isn't it fun to paint fast? You don't have time to think, and I'm trying to do this quickly because I like to do a video under a certain amount of time. Okay, let's see what color this fish is going to be. I like to keep it 30 minutes or less. Okay, so I'm going to have a little darker right up under here. Let me think. Let me see what else I have in this pile. Uh-oh. Ooh. Not sure what that is, but it looks mysterious. This is a mysterious way to paint. I've got to stay away from that glare so you guys will be able to see. Okay, so I'm coming down with this tail. Those of you that fish are probably thinking she has no clue what she's painting. I have fished a little bit, but not a lot. I like to. It's just it's just something that I didn't do a lot. I was content to be on the beach or lay out on that boat. Now that I'm older, I think I would have a different perspective about that. And I am older. Anyway. Okay, let's do the little bit of fins, the scales. Let's see a little bit of scale looking things. I hope these are different in color. I want the fish to be different colors. You know, guys, when I turn that light on, I'm going to have to go across the room to turn the light on. So, hang with me. Okay. Go around that fish's eye. Now, this looks like a gray. Of course, I have no idea what it is. The thing that my friend, my artsy friend, I have wonderful artsy friends, sent me, which I won't say her name because of privacy, but the thing that she sent me was of a raccoon, and it was just adorable. But, you know, I wanted to do something different than the raccoon. I think I'd love to do a class on this for you guys that are local. Okay, it'd be great for kids. This palette right now, look at that. I don't know what the world I'm even doing. Okay, I'm going to get that brush kind of wiped off, and I'm going to go into this, what may be white. I can't even remember if I have any white, if I put any white. I can't remember. Which I felt like I would be that way. I felt like I wouldn't be able to remember what was what, so I could have used the palette that was left, paint on the palette from my very talented teenage student I had the other day. Okay, now this one's going to be a little more obscure because it is a little further in the distance. There's its little tail. This would be fun to do with koi, wouldn't it? It'd be so neat to do with koi. You might want to paint yours. Well, I was going to say paint yours like koi, but you can't if you don't know what they look like, can you? That's a minor technicality, isn't it? Okay, there's that fin. This little mouth is open here, so I want to do that back part. I want to make it look darker. I am so anxious to see how this turns out. This may be a whole new way of painting, guys. That you'd rather do this than what's the norm. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to make this little guy a little darker, so he will stand out away from that other one a little bit. Oh, I cannot even tell. Okay, let's see. The little raccoon that was painted turned out to be beautiful rainbow colors. Okay, I'm going around these eyes. Okay, now I'm rinsing that. Oh, I forgot to wipe it first. I'm going to put these little hooks in. There's one hook. I can't even see